Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about childhood tuberculosis. In this video, we are going to discuss what is childhood tuberculosis, what is the difference between a childhood tuberculosis and adult tuberculosis, and what is the role of BCG vaccine in childhood tuberculosis. Well, what is this childhood tuberculosis? Well, the childhood tuberculosis is not merely a tuberculosis of children, but actual pathogenesis of childhood tuberculosis is a bit different from that of adult. The children acquire infection of TB from any of the adult who are suffering from TB, and the problem lies here is that the child that get TB from their adult do not have any allergic response to that TB bacilli, and also there is no activated macrophage sensitized by T cell in response to the Mycobacterium TB that they have received. So what happen is that they easily spread via lymphatic and hematogenous route, and thereby causing some extrapulmonary tuberculosis which are life threatening, that is TB meningitis and miliary TB, and these are one of the most potent cause of childhood mortality in developing countries. Since the child is not immune or allergic to that of the Mycobacterium TB, so the bacteria easily spread via lymphatic and hematogenous route. So this is the problem that occur with the childhood TB. Now what is the difference of childhood TB from that of an adulthood TB? First is the primary and secondary infection. It has been seen that most of the childhood TB is primary in nature. That is, they get the TB for the first time in their life, whereas adult TB is mainly secondary or reactivation in type. That is, they get TB from the any they get TB not for the first time but probably second or many time before. Now the allergic response. Tissue have no allergy to tuberculoprotein initially in case of childhood TB, whereas in adult TB the tissue have already acquired allergy and immunity by prior infection in childhood, and hence response to tissue differ. Lymph node enlargement. In childhood TB, there is a well marked enlargement of hilar and regional lymph node, but in adult TB, there is no significant hilar lymphadenopathy. Then the spread of TB bacilli. It has been seen that in childhood TB, it is mainly spread by lymphatic and hematogenous route, and thereby lead to TB meningitis and disseminated tuberculosis. Whereas in adult TB in adult is mostly localized and hematogenous spread is uncommon. So the complication rarely develop. The infectiousness. Childhood TB is mostly non-infections early unless the lesion breaks down, and so the childhood TB rarely becomes sputum positive. Whereas in adult TB, pulmonary TB is highly infectious. The cause of death. The majority of the death in is caused by severe form of extrapulmonary TB in case of childhood TB. Whereas in adult, the major cause of morbidity and mortality is due to chronic pulmonary TB, which is ultimately lead to some malnutrition or other secondary form of infection. And lastly, the healing. The healing of lesion is mainly by calcification, though some segmental lesion may heal and leave a residual fibrotic lesion in case of childhood tuberculosis. But in adulthood tuberculosis, lesion is always healed by fibrosis. So there are some distinct differences of childhood TB from that of adulthood TB. So their approach to treatment is also different. Now, what is the role of BCG in childhood TB? To start with, we should know what is BCG. Well, BCG's full form is Bacilli calmette guerin. This is a live vaccine contain Mycobacterium bovis, attenuated about 30 times of its original virulency, and thereby act as a potent immunity in the children. It is usually given at the time of birth intradermally over the left shoulder, but it can be given at the 3 month of life if he or she misses BCG vaccination at the time of birth. Now it is interesting to note that BCG vaccination unable to prevent the primary infection and development of intrathoracic disease, yet it has been highly advocated by the World Health Organization. Then why is it so? It is found that though it cannot prevent the primary infection and intrathoracic disease, it has some protective value in restricting the spread of infection from primary infection. Its primary objective is to reduce the hematogenous spread of infection from primary complex in the lung and thereby preventing the extrapulmonary complication, that is disseminated tuberculosis and TB meningitis, which are the two most important cause of death in childhood TB. So in spite of limitation, BCG is proving to be a valuable tool in reducing the serious complication of primary TB in childhood. The only adverse effect that can occur with the BCG vaccination is the formation of keloid due to some faulty intradermal technique. Otherwise, BCG is one of the safest drug that can be given to a child. There are some very few cases where the child is severely malnourished and those whom the BCG vaccine is given, in them the secondary complication do develop because they are severely immunocompromised. Otherwise, BCG vaccination is highly potent in preventing the secondary complication. So this is the role of BCG in TB and remain for so many years with successful history. So this concluded our discussion on childhood TB. Hopefully you have been benefited.